Hi guys, this is Jake at Canadian Cutting Edge, and today we're taking a look at what's in this pouch. And what is in this pouch? Well, it's a knife. Those of you who've been around my channel for a while know that this pouch is made by HX Outdoors. And so it's got like a molly strapping on here, all kinds of stuff. You can attach this pouch wherever you want. Good quality zipper, and you can fit a couple of knives or other things in here. And it's got snaps. It's a well-made pouch, better than a whole lot of them. Most of the pouches that a lot of different knives come with, more expensive knives, they're basically useless for other than being a storage thing for a pouch, for a blade. This one is good for attaching to a bag or, attaching to things and taking around with you. So I really like what HX Outdoors has done with their pouches. Good job. And this knife is the ZD-003. We've got a Tanto VG10 blade, titanium handle scales. GearBest had this in both a titanium that's black washed and a gray titanium. I believe they've sold out of the gray. I don't know if they're going to get more in stock or not. So I got to get this video out to you ASAP. We've got a not very heavy knife, and I'm not a huge Tanto fan, but this one is done very, very well. We've got a steel Lockbar insert. We've got a nice flipper tab with a little bit of jimping on the front, and it just flies open because of the ball bearings. And you can use the light switch method or the push down method. Push down is a little bit harder because we've got like a triangle shaped tip there. Light switch method is great. Very comfortable knife. If you're interested in this thing, stick around for the full review coming at you right now. This is not a budget knife. Like a lot of my knives are very budget knives. This one, well, let's do the prices first. Full retail at GearBest is $84.01 US. That's $110.41 Canadian, 69.99 euros, or 61.03 pounds sterling. I've asked them to give me a better price, so hopefully they will be able to get a better price to you guys. VG10 steel blade. We've got stonewash there, and then we've got a satin grind here, and I like the grind lines. They're going on an angle here, and then a different angle here, and then back to the same angle for this swedge up here that we have here. Kind of cool. It's like a saber grind, and then you've got your final grind. The final grind is done fairly evenly along. The only thing that they should have changed on this blade is they should have made a slightly larger sharpener's choil. When I give you a close-up shot of this, you'll see that the blade just is not exactly right there at the end. Let's put this pouch aside so that it doesn't distract from the camera, or doesn't distract the camera. Then we've got the flipper tab here, a little triangle cut out of it. That's kind of cool. Jimping at the spine of the blade here, we've got chamfered edges. Everything's nicely smoothed out. The jimping's not too aggressive, but it does actually give a little bit better purchase in the hand, so that's a good thing. A little bit of jimping back here for a reverse grip in the hand. That's a very good thing. Pocket clip is one side only, so the way it's designed. And so you don't have an option there. Remember, this is titanium. Titanium backspacer with a little bit of jimping in there. Very, very comfortable in hand. And the looks of this thing, I really, really like how this knife looks. And like I said before, I don't usually like Tantos all that much. We've got a Lockbar insert, and if you look carefully right there, you can see a little bit of that shiny satin steel color. That's the protector from being able to hyperextend your Lockbar out over travel stop. I'll show you pictures of the inside of this right now, the bearings and the inside of that Lockbar insert. So there you go. That's why it's got such smooth action. The knife just, wants to close on you. I don't have a lot of room to go all the way up, but a little shake and it comes and locks. Detent is good and strong on here. Sucks it in, holds it. It's not going to easily open unless you want it to. It's not too much of a pocket poker pecker because everything's nicely rounded there. That's a good thing. And the stonewash look of this black stonewash is beautiful. I really like it. I like that the names on the blades, the words and everything are just sort of that light color. It's not all in your face. And the model is right there. ZD-003, HX Outdoors logo, and then their name with their other logo. And it says VG10 steel there. I like VG10 steel. It's a good mid-grade steel. Quality, stays sharp fairly well, takes an edge okay, holds an edge quite well. The tip of the blade is nice and strong. Hopefully I can get this to focus. And I'll give you a close-up of this as well. And the screws are all done very well as well. This one back here looks like it's an Allen, and the rest are Torx, so that's kind of odd. I took it apart on this side, and this side is Torx. So that's kind of odd. That's one of the weird things that I've noticed on here. Other than that, you know, the screws are nice. Oh, I didn't record all the dimensions. So I will put all the dimensions on the screen right here as I go through them. So cutting edge, blade length, blade thickness, blade depth, thickness of the edge behind the grind, handle length, grip area, handle thickness, not counting the pocket clip, and handle depth, which is widest right there. Total length of this knife with the blade deployed, and it weighs 109 grams, 3.85 ounces, not even 4 ounces. Very, very nice. And that's because it's a nice, thin, light knife. Feels great, looks great. I really, really like this knife an awful lot. I hope I don't have to sell it. I really do. I sold off so many of the knives that I really like, but I might be needing to sell off some more. So we'll see. If the right price comes around, I'm sure I'll be willing to sell it, but we'll see. If you like this knife, please use my links down below and get it from GearBest. Make sure you do check for coupon codes down there, and if there's a flash sale going on, make sure you get it on time. Again, I'll try to put that information, all of it, it'll be in the description. What are the cons on this knife? Well, the one con is inconsistency with the screws. A knife at this price shouldn't have that issue. You should have all the screws should be Torx. It shouldn't have one that's a hex, an Allen screw there. That's being nitpicky, yes, but when you're talking, you know, at this price, you know, you can afford to be nitpicky. It feels really, really good. I really like how this feels in the hand, and it's a good, strong, you know, knife that you could use for tactical purposes or simple EDC tasks. Looks good. Hopefully they'll get the gray one back in stock if you don't like a black handle. So just a satin gray kind of titanium handle with a satin blade. Very nice. If you are a Patreon supporter, I want to thank you guys again. I very much appreciate it. My Patreon supporters, if you want to become a Patreon supporter, just go to patreon.com/CCE. At the end of every month, I give one of my knives that I reviewed that month. Usually it's one that I reviewed that month to one of my Patreon supporters. I pick them at random. I use a random number selector, and I give them one of the better knives that I reviewed that month. Probably won't be this one, but it'll be a knife that's worth, you know, $40, $50, $60 US, something like that. Or it'll be a couple of knives to come up to that value. It won't be one of the, you know, the very cheapest knives that I review. I don't do that to my supporters. So if you want to be a Patreon supporter and help me out, it really means a lot to me, and it is very, very helpful. Otherwise, you can help me out by simply using my links And you can even choose my links at Amazon if you're shopping there. If you just use one of my links to get started on your shopping trip, and I'll get a little bit of credit and never know what you bought, and that helps me out. Or if you're shopping at GearBest, you can start with one of my links, and then whatever you buy, I get a little bit of credit, even if you don't buy the knife. The thing with GearBest is the links have a time value on them. If the link is more than 30 days old, I don't get any commission out of it. So check out one of my newer videos and choose one of my newer links to get started, if you don't mind. If you want to, no pressure, no obligation. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and remember, always cut towards your chum, not your thumb.